into the ring, waiting, and wait a minute. Well, wait a second. There's some psychological warfare going on now with Kevin Sullivan. Mr. Sawyer now claiming no knowledge of the fact that he was going to face Kevin Sullivan, and that could be that he just signed a contract, an open contract, and Sullivan took advantage of it. And Sawyer leaves the ring. Sawyer leaves the ring. You talk about two men with almost parallel backgrounds from opposite ends of the country, and it's Sullivan now, the Boston batter exploding on Buzz Sawyer, catches in, and a good snap there, a flat of the foot to the top of the head, and Sawyer tried to catch him with a toe, and they just about thrown away the rule book here, and Sawyer is dropped. Sullivan punishing Sawyer with everything that he's got. Kevin Sullivan now, and that quite possibly is hooked into a bottom wrist lock and got the arm winged at the same time. So Sawyer's got a handful of problems here. Tried for a snap mirror, Sawyer blocked him, and Sullivan now using the forearm across. And now, crashing down on those deltoid muscles, and again, punishes Sawyer, flat of the foot to the side of the head. And we're seeing a lot of punishment here as Buzz Sawyer begins to explode now. Kevin Sullivan smashed into that far turnbuckle, and so Buzz Sawyer getting the upper hand momentarily as Kevin Sullivan rolls to one side, catches him an arm drag takedown on Sawyer, has him back to the canvas. Notice the way Sullivan now utilizing the legs and the hands at the same time has Sawyer on the canvas and in trouble. Good move by Sawyer. Sawyer has remarkable control of his body. And that's where Sullivan is going to have to watch him so very, very carefully, because Sawyer is extremely versatile, very agile, and an exceptionally dangerous man. Well, you can't hold that national heavyweight championship and not be a dangerous individual. And interesting to note, of course, that Tommy Wildfire Rich was the national heavyweight champion. And Tommy Wildfire Rich back in action, catching a beautiful forearm shot right to the side of the jaw of Buzz Sawyer. And Sullivan, the Boston battler, closes in once again. And so Buzz Sawyer, I'm sure, trying to rethink his strategy now, trying to refigure. And a forearm into the side of the head of Kevin Sullivan. Catches him that time in the chest. Forearm that time by Sullivan puts Sawyer back to the canvas. Sullivan in the red, white, and blue trunks. Had an outstanding career in amateur wrestling, also is very much into bodybuilding, and has taken several titles, and has set a world record in weightlifting for his weight division. Sawyer pressing an advantage here that could have Sullivan in trouble. Atomic knee drop, and it is Sullivan powering out before the count of 3. Punch Chancery now by Buzz Sawyer. Referee Scrappy McGowan again checking very carefully as Sawyer keeps the punch chancery on Sullivan. Sawyer rising to the occasion, claiming he had no knowledge of this match. Apparently did not read his contract. Sullivan powers him into the far turnbuckle, catches him with a slashing right hand, another ripping right hand. Good move by Sawyer. Sullivan broke it up, however, and Sawyer moves right back in on him. Outstanding match between these two, and very evenly matched, I might add. Referee again checking as Sullivan now holds a momentary advantage on Buzz Sawyer. Sullivan hurdled from the ring. And Sullivan now power slam through the canvas by Buzz Sawyer. Sawyer tried to crash in with a knee, but Sullivan ducked to one side. Sullivan now punishing the femoris muscles of Buzz Sawyer now into a spinning toe hold. Sawyer booted him outside the ring, and now it is Sullivan smashing the left leg of Buzz Sawyer into the steel ring post. And now, wait a second. The Super Destroyer charges in, catches Sullivan from behind. The referee, Scrappy McGowan, immediately calling for the bell. The referee hurdled to one side. The bell is rung. The match is officially over. But now we have the Super Destroyer and Buzz Sawyer charging. Wait a second. Everybody charging the ring. And it is Sullivan in a lot of trouble. And boy, are they clearing the ring. I'm telling you, it is Devil Sullivan still in front of the referee again. Going to one side. Wait a second. Here comes Tommy Wildfire Rich. And with that 10-pound cast on his arm, suddenly law and order has been established. And law and order has been established, but Kevin Sullivan is much the worse for wear in this situation. The referee stopping the match due to outside interference. Introduction to wrestling. Demolished, and again now. And again did not allow the pin. And the referee totally out. Ooh! And Wildfire's exploded on Buzz Sawyer. Referee calls for the bell here. Tommy Wildfire Rich taking all of that he could take. Saw all of the punishment being meted out. And even with a game hand, is now exploding on Buzz Sawyer. And it is Buzz Sawyer catching a lot of... Wait a minute, Roddy Piper just hit the ring. Roddy Piper caught the ring, and Tommy Wildfire Rich caught him. And I don't know who that other party is. I have no idea who that other party is, but wait a second. They're after Tommy Wildfire Rich, and they're after that already injured hand. The referee trying to establish the order here now. As whoever this guy in the mask is, wow, Mike Jackson thrown from the ring. And it is Roddy Piper still after Tommy Wildfire Rich. And he's got his arm bent way back. Ooh, what an angle. He's got Tommy Wildfire. Well, that arm is strapped and stuff. And Roddy Piper now. Oh, man, Rick just tremendous pain here. The referee and arm set back in a very, very dangerous angle here. And Ronnie Piper is, we're trying to get this, we've got to get some order restored here. As Michael Hayes, we've got just absolute chaos and bedlam here. We've got total chaos and bedlam here. We need to, we need to go to a break. Permission, I would like to go back to an earlier hour and relive the situation when Kevin Sullivan, who is still missing for some unexplained reason, did not appear.
I got an idea why he's missing. I got an idea. We all know why he might be missing, because of Buzz Sawyer, the big water-headed boy.
Nonetheless, Buzz Sawyer and his partner were going to go up against Michael Hayes and Kevin Sullivan. Sullivan did not appear. They then very grandly offered Michael Hayes the opportunity to go out singly against the two of them.
Oh, wasn't that nice of him?
Yeah, really. That was something indeed.
I really appreciated that, but I had a little surprise for you, didn't I?
That's right. You know, Gordon, I'd just like to say, you know, I'd like to honestly say this has to be the happiest day of my life, you know. This is something I've waited for a long time. This is, I know I've made a lot of mistakes, but after I received the thousands of letters and cards, I realized that I had made that mistake. But the birds are back and we're here.
And here's exactly what happened when Kevin Sullivan failed to appear and Michael Hayes was looking for a partner. Well, we're waiting now for Kevin Sullivan and Michael Hayes to appear in the ring. Super Destroyer is there, and as you can see, Buzz Sawyer also on hand. We're waiting now for Michael Hayes and Kevin Sullivan to appear. This match, of course, was signed. Well, Michael Hayes is approaching the desk.
Gordon, Kevin Sullivan still hasn't showed up. I don't know where he's at. I can't explain why he hasn't showed up.
You get right in this ring right now. You go get on somebody.
Look, I'll take either one of these guys on by myself, but man, I don't have...
Come on. You'll have to fight us both.
Gordon,
Come on.
Sullivan didn't... All right, can you send me a couple guys out here maybe to choose from his partners? You just wait a second.
Come on, you want here, sissy. Come on, so bad. You take both of them. Come on.
Well, wait a second. Michael, you can't take them both on, that's for sure. I don't know if you can find somebody who will...
All right, you want me to get a partner? You want me to get a partner?
Hey, come on.
All right, Michael Hayes is left to try and find somebody to take the place of Kevin Sullivan. So, there you see Buzz Sawyer and... Wait a minute! That was Terry Gordy! That was Terry Gordy who just charged the ring with Michael Hayes. And the Freebird got back in action. Fantasia has struck the pulse of lightning here as Michael Hayes and Terry Gordy and brother, look at that teamwork. Look at that teamwork. Terry Gordy and Michael Hayes. Look at this. Wow. Buzz Sawyer hurdled from the ring. The Super Destroyer leads. And they have beat a hasty retreat indeed. But we've got Freebird Fantasia. And, well, this now really... This is certainly going to require a great deal of explanation.
Something to prove to the people out there. I got something to prove to myself. Paul Orndorff, you're looking at the best that money has to offer. You're looking at the best that professional wrestling has to offer. And I'm going to show him right here, right now, because I'm the national champion. The power slam will prevail because Buzz Sawyer is #1, which it shows right here, Gordon.
All right, the comments from Buzz Sawyer, so let's go to the ring. Paul Orndorff going up against Buzz Sawyer. This, of course, a great turn match between these two. Neither man able to gain the advantage previously. Boy, and you talk about two men who are geared, who are psyched, who have the intensity. And the crowd very quickly becoming a partisan crowd. Good drop toe hold by Sawyer. And look at Sawyer trying to get in with, well, he tried to set up for possibly a banana split. Orndorff broke it up very nicely. And you're seeing two men going right back to the basic. Good back out by Orndorff. Good block as Sawyer went for a double leg. And they're into the ropes once again. You talk about two fantastic athletes. Collar and elbow. This time it's Orndorff getting the side headlock. And so Buzz Sawyer trapped in that side headlock momentarily. Off the rope. And it was Orndorff with the advantage. That time Orndorff up and over his man. Sawyer caught him. Good hip toss, but Orndorff out by. Good drop toe hold by Orndorff into an inside armbar. Oh, you talk about tremendous competition. We're seeing it here. Back on their feet once again. It's Sawyer with a massive forearm into the upper chest of Paul Orndorff. Another one, and now it is Orndorff who has Sawyer down momentarily. Sawyer utilizing those ring ropes. Were a great move by Sawyer. But Orndorff flips away from it and gets back into the advantage position. You talk about fantastically conditioned athletes who know their craft, and they do know it. Sawyer went to the Nationals as an amateur. Orndorff, who was all-state in just about everything he participated in. We've seen earlier also his prowess on the football field. Neither man has any wasted movement. Good move by Orndorff as he hooked that arm coming around. And so Sawyer, who is the national heavyweight champion, that belt is not on the line, I might add. And Orndorff is pressing. Orndorff pressing the attack now on Sawyer. That's the way Sawyer grimacing because Orndorff has kept tremendous pressure on him. Wide step over, punishes that deltoid. Orndorff's theory must be take away the weakest link on Sawyer very quickly if he can. That would be the left arm. Reversal by Orndorff. Sawyer trying to get him. Couldn't have done. Orndorff. No, sir. Orndorff due to applying head scissors. Orndorff keeping the head scissors now on Buzz Sawyer. And you know when you have two athletes with their capabilities that at any second one man could score that pinfall or could get his man into that submission hold. And, of course, this being a submission sport, knowing the pride that these two men have and the intensity they have, either one of them could end up with a serious injury from this match, but it is Orndorff now carrying the attack on Sawyer. Orndorff spearheading these salient thrusts against the offense of Buzz Sawyer and doing his very best to turn it back. And you might be able to hear some outside voices cheering on Buzz Sawyer. One of them belonging to a member of the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, Ole Anderson. It'd be interesting to find out what is going to occur with Mr. Anderson regarding the NWA World Tag Team titles.
Orndorff looks pretty good. I guess a lot of people think he can wrestle, play football, a natural athlete, but right now, you're going to see... Oh, come on! What Buzz has to do is get him out of the power slam!
He's got the power slam on Orndorff, and it should be all... No, sir! Orndorff came out of that power slam. He came out before the count of three. Orndorff came out of the power slam before the count of three. He's got a lot of trouble, however, and Buzz Sawyer now trying to close in, trying to finish off Paul Orndorff. But it's the first time I've ever seen anybody emerge from the power slam applied by Buzz Sawyer. And Sawyer must be trying to analyze the situation, and Orndorff could be in a lot of trouble here. Orndorff gamely trying to come back to his feet. Sawyer after him. Sawyer continues to punish the back, going after the lumbar region. And it is Orndorff still not aggressive at this point, just trying to get back on his feet. What determination, what grit, what courage. Orndorff in tremendous pain as Sawyer closes in and continues to punish the lower region of the back. Sawyer now has things definitely under his own control as Orndorff. Orndorff fires back a kidney punch. It is Orndorff fighting back. Gailey catches him once again in the midsection. Orndorff with another hard right hand. Orndorff unloads the haymaker that time to put Sawyer back to the canvas. Hits Sawyer now down on one knee. Sawyer staggers back to his feet. Hits Orndorff, catching him with both feet as he comes in toward the corner. Paul Orndorff hanging on by sheer grit and determination. Hits Orndorff now. Great second effort on the part of Paul Orndorff as Paul Orndorff continues the wage battle against Buzz Sawyer. Has him in a high backdrop. That has taken its toll on Orndorff's back, however. Orndorff down across the chest, and Sawyer all but out on his feet. And what a battle of two great gladiators here. Neither man willing to give an inch. Both men fighting through intense pain and the bell has rung. The bell has rung. Neither man able to gain a pinfall at Orndorff. Totally oblivious to that bell. Just kept right on battling. But what